Hey everyone, welcome back to the Makeup Chair. Today's video is very different, but ever since I've had a YouTube channel, I really wanted to do a video on this. As much as this can be a magical time for a lot of people, it can actually be a very difficult, stressful, upsetting time for some people who have gone through difficult times in their life. I just want you guys to remember that you're not alone in this, that so many other people are in the same situation. Maybe not exactly the same, but they might be feeling the same. And we can get through it because you've probably gone through a lot and you've done really well so far. And you can do this and you can take on these couple of days, 2 weeks at the max, and you can definitely deal with it. So these are my top tips to how to kind of avoid and deal and cope with the holiday season as best as you can. So the very first one that I always say is bring earphones with you everywhere if possible, because the holidays seem to be very loud. Music is always playing. You've got kids' toys playing songs. It can actually be very upsetting to hear all that kind of stuff, and it can be very difficult to cope with. I recommend downloading your favorite songs or maybe even your favorite TV shows and just listening to them. It's just a great way to distract yourself and to kind of block out all the holiday noise. It also makes people avoid talking to you as well. So if you're afraid that they're going to ask you if you have any plans or what you're doing, or even wishing you a happy holidays, whatever it might be, it's a great way to kind of avoid the whole situation. The next one is doing some shopping, and it can be crazy and overwhelming and very difficult, especially because they usually have festive decorations. So as much as putting your earphones in can help block out the noise, you're still going to have visual kind of holiday stuff. So I think it's very important to ask for help if you can. Ask for other people, give them a shopping list, give them the money and say, can you do this for me, if you have some friends that you can rely on. The second one is to do online shopping. It's a great way to cut out absolutely everything. And the third one is to do your shopping very early in the morning, like as soon as places open, because usually they don't have the lights turned on and the music playing, so it's a great way to kind of avoid it and still manage to get all your shopping done. The next one is watching television, and this can be very difficult because of the commercials that come on. The commercials and the ads are very festive orientated, so if you can, I would recommend recording your favorite television shows that you can then fast forward through the adverts so you don't have to see them. Also, Netflix is great because if you can sign up for that, you don't have any adverts. You can pick and choose what shows you want to watch. You can fast forward through different parts. If it goes a little bit festive for you, you can avoid it. Or even if there's anything emotional in the show that connects to your real life, you can just fast forward it because you have more control over it when it's on Netflix. There's certain things that I would just avoid altogether. For instance, getting your hair cut, because when you're in the chair and your hairdresser is asking you all these questions, it can bring out a lot of emotions and it can be very upsetting. Though I have heard that some hairdressers have something called the quiet chair, which you can actually book in advance, and it just means that they won't ask you any questions. You literally go in, you say what you want done, you get it done, and you leave, and that's it. And I just think that's such a great idea. It's very respectful to some people's feelings, and I hope that more hairdressers will actually do it in the future, as well as other places like any beauticians, any salons. I hope that they all kind of have this option of a quiet chair just to give people a break, really, because it's nice to get your hair done and get pampered, but all the emotional, social side of it can be very difficult to face. As much as avoiding things can be a great way to escape it all, if there's something that you feel like you can actually manage, go for it. Don't feel like you have to avoid absolutely everything, especially if it's grieving for a loved one. Sometimes we feel like if we have fun or if we go out and we do something, it can actually be disrespectful to their memory. They want you to have fun and they would want you to have a good time. So don't feel like you have to take a step back from everything. If there's something that you're kind of looking forward to, whether it's baking cookies or going carol singing, whatever it might be, do it, go for it. But just remember, there's always that stop button where you can just say, you know what, that's enough for me. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have some time for myself, because your friends and your family will probably be very understanding about it, or even your co-workers. And just allow yourself to feel whatever emotions you're feeling. If you wanna laugh, laugh. If you wanna cry, cry. I do think it's really important just to feel whatever you want to feel and not feel guilty about it. Everyone grieves in a different way. If you have one family member that wants to jump in and have the most festive holiday season ever, but you don't want to do anything, you have to be respectful to that other person. That's how they are coping with it, and this is how you are coping with it. And just let them know, look, I feel better by not doing this. I feel better by taking a step back from it all, and you just want to do things in your own time and at your own pace. And let them know that that's okay, that they don't have to do anything because you're doing it all yourself. My last piece of advice is to plan everything out. decide what has to be done, whether it's regards to commitments that you've made beforehand with your family, with your kids. Then write what you want to do, and then maybe compromise and decide, is there something that you can both feel a little bit okay about, and how to deal with it in the best way. Please share this on your social media to let people know that they're not alone in this. And even if you're not suffering yourself, there might be someone in your friends or your followers, and perhaps they'll find this video helpful. And definitely leave any positive comments to help people cope with this difficult time. And there's no such thing as the perfect holiday. Everyone has their own issues, and it can bring up a lot of emotions, so you're definitely not alone in this. I'm right there with you. I'm sending you lots of hugs and lots of love, and I will see you guys in a video really soon.